Well, very good morning, everybody, for Thursday, 21st of July. Well, we're in a bit of sort of slack air at the moment, not bringing us too much wind at all, really, at the moment. Just lots of cloud, if I'm honest, at the moment. The heat has gone away, thank God. And we're just left with some moisture, which is still hanging around. The visibility not being too great over the last 24, 48 hours. But yes, at least it's that little bit cooler. Looking at the wind, looking on here somewhere just northeasterly, maybe sort of 5 knots or so. Satellite picture over the UK showing lots of cloud, as you can see. It's brighter out to the west, and that's probably where any convection is going to be at its greatest. Also reasonable over Wales. Over us, we've got sort of lots and lots of layers of cloud. Nothing particularly low, but enough that it's going to make it a little bit of a struggle around here at times. Public forecast shows that's remaining cloudy all day, and that's easterly wind starting to pick up later today. Top temperature showing here of 22 degrees, which is chilly compared to a couple of days ago. And as you can see, visibility it's okay, it's acceptable, but it's nothing particularly smashing at the moment. And that humidity figure also slightly higher than it has been. So it may at times feel a little bit muggy, but I don't think the temperatures will get quite high enough for it to be much more than that. Out to our west, temperatures might get up to sort of 25 degrees or so, but yeah, 23 degrees is as good as it's going to get. So the dew point's quite high, sitting at around 11. Farnborough currently reporting that west-northwesterly wind and a temperature of 16, dew point of 13, and yeah, it's broken at 4,200. For most of the day, it's showing that we're going to have a fair amount of cloud with few at 2,000 and broken at 3.5. With that northerly wind. Currently at Lasham, we've got a temperature of 16, a dew point 11, and as you can see, it's still fairly moist at the moment. And yeah, that's all fairly consistent with the forecast. Top Meteo predicts around sort of 1, 2 o'clock, you should get sort of congested cumulus round here, maybe under some top cover, to around 3,500 feet, maybe slightly higher, but not much more than that. It's better out to the west, where you'll see down towards Yeovil, maybe 5,500 foot. But it's only in isolated spots. Good into Brecon Beacons as well, but it is a fairly narrow area where it works nicely. And as you can see here, most of that involves the Bristol and Cardiff airspace, which is a pain. Looking at a good 500 day in Dublin, though. Hopefully they're making use of that. But yeah, around us, it is going to be a lot weaker with this top cover. And as we go through the afternoon, probably will continue to brighten up, but that's still with a fair amount of cloud involved. And later in the afternoon, it maybe gets a bit too cloudy again. You can see the white showing the mid-level cloud, which is going to be plaguing us a little bit. But yeah, reasonable to the southwest. Site forecast showing that it will come and go, really, with it being a bit weak at times, and light winds, and yeah, that temperature of 23 degrees peaking out of a dew point of 12. SkySight has a very similar view on things. The opportunity to maybe head out down to the southwest, but around here it's quite weak. It's going to be quite tricky. Same up to the northwest. Don't think there's much hope for Husbos today. Looking at that, I know they've had a bit of a tricky week, given it's either been roasting or cloudy. But yeah, sort of weak to moderate thermals later in the afternoon, according to this, and bits of cumulus, but not much above 4,000 feet in our area. Convergence, chance of some isolated convergences. I don't think we've got any chance of rain today, thankfully. There were some big showers about yesterday, but I don't think they really amounted to much. So cloud cover, as you can see, fairly extensive. And if we take a skew T for this afternoon, you can see there's a fair amount of cloud from about 3.5 to about, what's that, about 7,000 feet. So yeah, and let's go for a site forecast as well. Yeah, you can see that so 2-knot thermals are the order of the day, and a fair amount of cloud. So yeah, all in all, a cross country for the brave, but some local soaring, but a fair amount of cloud, but at least it keeps the temperature down. I don't think any of us are going to be complaining about that. Airspace wise, before I go and just run people of Farnborough, Little Rissington is active, 32 and 36. Shrivenham, Oxfordshire, fly past today, 1:45 through to 2:30. Plenty of activity around Boscombe Down at the moment, but that's the Black Eagles that are based out of there. They're off for a fly past at Farnborough later this afternoon, probably around 3:30. Looking elsewhere, I think 29 is probably just paragliding, or paragliding going on near Kingsclear or out towards Revar Hill. Fairly quiet other than that activity up in Wales, but I reckon you're probably not going to get that far. But in any case, lots of paragliding going on, and I'd imagine the danger areas are still active too. And yeah, that's about it. Just a reminder, it's getting towards the end of this now, but the Farnborough Air Show is on day 4 out of 5 now. Area 1 will be pretty much active for most of the day, so treat it as active, and you can see it's a case of not going too far east, so Hook is within Area 1. They have a number of displays again today, but that you will see some stuff outside controlled airspace at times, but on the whole, it's not been too much problem with us. Down to the southwest, southeast as well. Just bear in mind that you can't go around the corner at low level or high level, because this Area 4 sits between 2.5 and 4.5 in the Midhurst to Petersfield area. And if we do see any of the holds get used, the primary hold for the air show is within the airspace structure, so isn't a problem. Has been a couple of times where the secondary hold has been used this week for aircraft that can't use that hold. So yeah, if you do see a jet flying around outside, then that is why. I believe today that is more likely because the P8 Poseidon maritime aircraft is coming down from Lossiemouth to Farnborough, and apparently that doesn't like getting too close to the Oak Hangar area. So yeah, if you see something, then do not be surprised. Okay, operationally, the runway will be decided very shortly, but it will either be 09 or 27. I was hoping the wind was going to sort of veer back round to 09 fairly quickly, but it may be a bit stubborn. I just don't want to go for a runway change if I can avoid it. No jet movements as far as I'm aware. Trial lessons will go ahead, and pretty much just enjoy the day. At least it's a bit cooler. See you on the airfield. Bye.